And what part of, for example, you said people should be more intentional when they interact, right?
Mhm.
So what specific part of the interactions should people focus more, or at least should start focusing more? It's like you said, like the way you say things, for instance, speaking louder or
Yeah,
maintaining a certain distance or posture. What do you think are some things that people could practice
yeah,
deliberately?
yeah.
Things
It,
like
it
that.
starts already with things like eye contact,
Right.
like easy things you can implement. It's like just looking people in the eyes. This already creates a more deep connection with people. And then also body language of not, let's say, being, let's say, too closed up all the time, and then more open and facing the people, like with open arms or open gestures. So these two things already give a let's say a big impact of how other people actually see you, right? And then also the way you talk. Let's say like you're mentioning the tone of your voice. If you talk louder, then people just will hear you better. Even especially when you are out there somewhere in a nightclub or in a bar where it's louder, so you kind of need to walk with your voice a little bit. But these are already three things. If you start doing these, if you start being more open, eye contact, talking a little bit louder, these are already three things you can cover a lot of things, right? And then it's not about what you say, then you already have other things in place, which then people just will be more likely that they want to talk to you.
Interesting. Is there
Yeah.
a question that you would like to see more on interviews that you don't see a lot? And what would be that question and the
Yeah.
answer to that question?
Whew, that's
Sorry to get you by surprise like
yeah,
that.
that's a very good one. Yeah, I think one question is, I think one important one. Let me think, is that's the important one or not? It's it's more about, yeah, I think it's more about the logic, the being logic and being the logical guy and being the natural guy. So the basic question, which actually I don't get that much, but I always know that people want to know it. They always ask me, okay, what should I say, or it's okay. What should I say? And then they kind of think about, okay, they don't know how to continue a conversation, so they run out of things to say.
Right.
That's something what people always want to know, like indirectly, but they don't. Sometimes they
They
don't
don't ask directly, like,
ask directly.
what should
Yeah.
I say?
Yeah, but and that's what I come back what I mentioned earlier. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. That's always my first answer I give to everybody, because you're coming from this logical mindset, and you want to know exactly what to say. You want basically a line, and that's like one thing. What I say that doesn't work to just practice certain lines. And then I say, okay, focus on how you say things. And then we talk about the smile, body language, open body language, and eye contact. These three things. And if they implement this, they get immediately a higher success rate in their conversations. And then they also don't run out of things to say, because then people just will connect naturally with you, and a conversation will just flow.
Because they're not thinking so much about the content.
Yeah.
They're just experiencing the interaction, right? Not caught in their own head.
Yeah.
So that's like the frame that you don't see as much.
No, what I don't see it much. And then it was always then comes back where we then talk more about the logical things. That's why I'm saying, if you just have in your mind, okay, how instead of what, then things just will flow more naturally, and then you actually will follow through the conversation, because then there's just a flow in the conversation, and then just topics will come up, and then you also will find more security, more confidence in yourself of just saying out things, without thinking, okay, what do I need to say? And then just conversation just will carry on and on. And that's something, yeah, I would say to that
That's
question.
like a very important thing that should
Yeah.
be, we all should be focusing on.